Sup, boys? Good afternoon and good evening. I know it's not morning for anybody right now. Well, not most people, anyways. What is going on, man? You're listening to Just My Two Cents. Welcome to my UFC Mexico ceremonial weigh-in pregame. What is going on, man? Y'all come through, crack open a cold one, twist one up. Got about less than an hour now before the ceremonial weigh-ins for UFC Mexico go down in Mexico City, which is where the fights take place as well. So yeah, let's talk about it. I got some bets. I got some thoughts on the fights. I got some thoughts on the weigh-ins themselves. I did watch the official weigh-ins. I will tell you what I thought about each fighter and what I thought about the weigh-ins in general. So that is what the show is going to be. What it says it will be. See somebody in the chat already? Jackie Boy, Northern England's finest. What's up, Jack? The magic honeybee himself. I'm sure Jackie Boy has a greasy little slate lined up. I have a little slate lined up myself. I got a lot more involved in this card from a betting standpoint than I thought I would be originally, like earlier on in the week. But here we are, man. I got a little slate. I have 6 bets total on this card. Not going crazy. I'm not risking a ton. It's like a unit and a quarter, I think, total. Exactly. $25. So nothing too crazy, but yeah, got a little action. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what a couple of these fighters are going to look like or might look like going forward. There's some fights where you won't really be able to tell even if they do win, but there are definitely a lot of prospects on this card. So I feel like this is going to be one of those like, what have we got here on our hands kind of cards, as opposed to some other ones where it's like, yeah, these are established fighters. We know what we're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so that is my those are my overall opening thoughts. How y'all liking that new overlay? I did it myself, no big deal. Sark. Shout out to my dude Big Show. The new overlay looks fucking dope, my friend. Thank you very much. Shout out to the boys at Pub. We did not get a new episode of Locker Room Talk, Pub Sports Radio's podcast. We did not do that today. But we will resume that next week. Fear not. But shout out to the boys. Shout out to my dude Big Show. This new overlay looks fucking sick. Thank you again. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what fight card this is from. Gotta be from something, right? Shout out and salute to the Dome, man. The greatest group chat in the world. What's up, boys? Hope y'all are having a good weekend. It's Friday. I hope this is the end of the work week for everybody. If it's not, god damn it, I'm sorry, boys. But I hope it is. Got some ceremonial weigh-ins coming up soon. If you like what you hear, these are the only other social media outlets you can find me on: Tapology, X, and Letterboxd. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog MMA. That is the name of his YouTube channel, Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia. He has a UFC breakdown show on his channel the Wednesday before every fight card, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find your boy there and a rotating cast of characters on the panel and an awesome live chat. So check my dude out if you haven't already. And just to let anybody new know, the views on this channel are mine. Just my 2 cents. They do not necessarily reflect the views of Aaron the Dog, Pub Sports Radio, the Dome, my moderators, or anyone but yours truly. Just want to throw that out there. Now, like I said, you see the avatar up there, the scale, you know what time it is. This is, I like these, man. I like where there's a ceremonial weigh-in so I can watch the weigh-ins at my leisure and get the stream ready and then just kind of pregame and talk about it. Where I'm not like, I do like covering the weigh-ins live, but it's also can be kind of hectic. So I really like when you get a ceremonial weigh-in because of that for me personally, and also they look a lot closer to what they're going to look like on fight night, especially with having rehydrated and having eaten and shit. So yeah, but these are, you can see scrolling across the bottom on the ticker, those are your UFC Mexico weigh-ins as they transpired, the order that they took place that the fighters weighed in at. Shout out to 3 people in the building who we got up in here. Great in the morning. Howdy, Moise. How are you? I accuse Zhang Li of a betrayal. Those are strong words, my friend. We don't have to talk about that. Jackie Boy says, "Whata?" Zhang Li must defend his actions. The carousel has a free spot. Well, I know one spot that better not be free. It's got my name on it. Better not be giving nobody my spot, dude. I'm not going to ride it this week, but I thought we had an arrangement here. I thought you were always supposed to keep a seat warm for me. Nah, man. Yeah, those are strong words. I do not have the power or authority to level any kind of judgment against Zhang Li. I'm just not that powerful. There's only one man that can pass judgment. He is the judge, the general, and the executioner. So we would definitely need Alex Ramirez, my dude, involved in that to move any further. But I mean, we can talk about it. We can do some pre-trial motions if you want to. But what's up, Moise? What's up, Big Moise? I don't think I'm gonna open up the panel today, but I am planning on doing a pregame tomorrow. So if Moise or anybody else wants to come through tomorrow, please feel free. But I'm going to make this kind of a short stream. I'm going to wrap it up pretty much after the ceremonial weigh-ins end. The missus and I have company this weekend, and I don't want to be rude. So I'm going to keep this stream short, but I will be pre-gaming tomorrow. So if anybody wants to come through and kick it and maybe discuss this Zhang Li situation further, but I feel like the general needs to be involved, and I also feel like Aaron the dog needs to be involved. I just wouldn't feel right about going any further without Aaron or the general. So that is my 2 cents on it. But, you know, you bring it up, I'm going to speak on it. I can at least give you that much. Moy says John Taylor, funky bass court music. Jackie Boy with the carousel. Good fucking God, dude. Have you ever been RKO'd instantly? Well, he just did. Yeah. Yep, you sure did. He's got to preside, and I feel like Aaron needs to be here. I don't feel like it would be calling pregame. Mañana, dude. That means tomorrow in Espanol. It would be good to chop it up about weigh-ins, though. Well, let's chop it up, Jackie Boy. Tell me what you think. There's your weigh-in results right there. I will say that this is not necessarily a disclaimer. This is just a word of advice. And this is just my word of advice. Everyone has their own style and their own betting rituals and methods and stuff. But if I was you, if you were me, then I'd be you. And I'd use your body to get to the top. No, I wouldn't do it, man. Just trust your instincts, do your tape study, do your research, and make the bets and pull the trigger. That's just my 2 cents on it. But we're talking about the weigh-ins. I'm gonna tell you what I think, at least. So, in my opinion, this is who looked good. And I will say that I do think most of the fighters look good in general. There was no one that looked like really, I would say even the worst looking fighter wasn't like terrible. I've seen fighters look way worse and still win fights. So don't make picks or bets solely based off the weigh-ins. Just think about who the better fighter is, trust your instincts, pull the trigger. Now, because the better fighter will win most of the time. But I do think all these fighters look good. Some of them will lose. A good bit of them will lose. But in my opinion, that's who look good. These are the fighters that I thought were looking a little rough. But keep in mind that we're about to watch the ceremonial weigh-ins. So all of them are going to look better than they looked this morning. They're going to be more hydrated. They're going to have eaten, likely rested. So you got a few hours sleep. Perhaps, I don't know. Some of them may stay up. I don't know, man. I guess it just depends on the fighter. But they will all have at least eaten and dranken something, dude, some kind of fluids. So they're all going to look better than they looked this morning. And we're going to have a better idea of how they're going to size up tomorrow. Some of them will, I mean, and naturally, like, well, all of them will look better tomorrow. They'll have even more rest and hydration and blah, 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 blah. You get my drift. Shout out to the 7 people in the building. Gambling advice. You are here. You fucking would be here for gambling advice. Smarty pants. Sa, dude. Sub Buster. He's been accused, man. Don't accuse me of accusing John. Don't accuse my accusations. I don't give a shit who said what or who did what and who did who. If I want this one, I'll have him too. No, yeah, Moise has accused John Lee, and I told him, dude, I said, we got to at least have Aaron here. I don't have the power or authority to level any kind of judgment. We would need the general for that, and I wouldn't feel right about it without you and the general here to even really, go further. Not that I could. Now, does my neck look like a dog's vagina? I don't know. I'm not going to try and get inside the mind of a dog. Sa, dude. What up, General? Chilling, dude. Got a small gathering of barrages here. Cade just got brutally RKO'd in front of everybody, dude. Super embarrassing for him, but he's a champ. He's still here. Yeah. We need him here, man. I'm just sitting here holding a little gathering. I'm just hosting a little get together. We would need the general for any kind of whoosh, judgment. So yeah, talk about these weigh-ins, dude. What y'all think? That's who I think looks good and bad, but it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Rudy the Rabbit. The better fighter will win and the worser fighter will lose. It doesn't have anything to do with how they look on the scales. But I will tell you this. Fitness and cardio, I think, will play a huge factor on this fight card. It definitely played a factor in my wagering. Again, not that I went crazy, but the fighters that I did bet on, they all have better cardio, in my opinion. And I think that's going to be important here. Fighters are going to get tested. Their metal, the METTLE, metal is going to get tested. And cardio, endurance, grit, toughness, heart, all of that is going to be needed to get it done. Unless you want to boost the power, unless you boost the power early. There could be some of that too. We'll see. So, what do you think? What do you think, Jack? Put out all your plays for free in my chat to make me look cool. Yes. I'm friends with a guy that's like top 3 in bet MMA tips, and he has been for a while. I know y'all all take that very, very super serial. So let me just brag about that. Not so humbly. Yeah. Cringy, about as irrelevant as your fucking face, Cage. No, dude, it was cringy, man. It felt like I was watching like Lady TC loves pro wrestling. And she watches old like pay-per-views and stuff to pass the time and shit. And it felt like one of those, man. It felt like I was watching an old pay-per-view or something. It felt like something from like 5 or 6 years ago. like a time capsule or something. It was weird. It's just like, what? Chandler? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Connor? Like, what? Oh, God. It's like, well, this is y'all fucking missed the boat on this. It's like it was a desperate. That's what it seems like. Chandler just seems desperate. See you at the top. I don't even care. I'm telling you, the only dude who's bet MMA.tips I will endorse, because I've known him for too long. We've had too many verbal skirmishes, and I've seen him in action too many times. I know what he's capable of. So I can truly tell you that he's the genuine article man. Jackie Boy he will get some fucking magic honey up in that pot on some wild shit. So yeah, I'll vouch. Hard vouch. Dude, I already glanced at it. It is some fucking clown shoes. Lord have mercy, got me banned from Bet MMA tips due to jealousy in my 10,000 unit bet. Dude, you were at the top. I will bear witness to that. Noah said, can he get a witness? Yeah, I will bear witness. And I'll testify. You want to talk about, there's your baseline, boys. Yeah, I seen it. He blocks anybody that bets 1,000 units, knowing nothing to do with me. He apparently signed a contract, which may, yeah, I don't fucking know. Free honey, you say? Free alpha ginger. Free honey, free money, baby boy. Playboy. Jack bet 11 units on Rosas KO Jr. in my honor. Hey, I can't say nothing about Jack. Like, yeah, he bets some wild shit sometimes, but it hits a shockingly like accurate percentage of the God damn, I couldn't say that. He's way more accurate on wild bets than you would think. But he is a magic honeybee, so he knows how to get that shit. No rains of the ties like saying a shard. The star that shines twice as bright burns half as long. Dude, it's like you get to the top of Everest, man. You can only spend so long up there, dude. You got a limited amount of time that you can spend at the top before you die. So you gotta, what goes up must come down. Even Jack knows, man. But Jack has still managed to stay in the fucking death zone somehow and like make it. Jack fucking chipped out a fucking hobbit hole just above the fucking death zone. Figured out a way to conserve oxygen or something. I don't know, man. He's magic, dude. Don't ask me. Don't ask me to fucking explain it. Dude, he is, man. Jack Jack has been getting so fucking greasy over the last couple of years, but it is not like it. He's having success at it. Some say the worst. Some say I want to fucking kill you sometimes, but you know, I'd rather quit you than shit you, Jackie boy. Jack with 30 seconds, never forget. Lord have mercy. Y'all gonna get me banned from YouTube. I'm already fucking shadow banned. Nah, I've been eating this year. Topori is my turning point, though. You've been eating shit this year? I don't know about that. No worse than me, I guess. I know you did have that one rough night, but nice. Yeah, when you max bet Ilya, you can pretty much turn the tide whenever you want to, dude. You just got that magic fucking equalizer in your pocket. Bombshell prediction: Quinones is going to sub. God damn, dude, plus 1,300. That's a little wide. How is this thing still burning? I haven't hit it in like 5 minutes. What shout out to Fade Company, dude, for the cereal milk. It's pretty fucking heady, dude. It's some heady nug, dude. What are we doing? Burning questions. I got 8 wise guys in here. Y'all know what the questions are. Y'all give me the fucking answers. You don't have the answers. You about crazy as fuck. Actually, that's not crazy at all. If he does win, it's going to be some shit like that. He's going to knee bar or like heel hook Ziam. But if that doesn't happen, he is going to get tuned up to like a 30-27. And you're all going to be fucking hating life. And your retinas are going to be fucking seared because of how bright that fucking dumpster fire is burning. Just, my eyes. Imagine a world where Ziam is like the better point fighter, but like fighting a measured fight, and Poyes is just a deer in the headlights and just like skirting along the outside of the fence or just like butt scooting or like Imanari rolling. And dude, you are gonna fucking hate life. I know I will. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping that like Ziam can knock him out, or that actually no. Ziam is going to tune him up. I parlayed Ziam. Aaron the dog parlayed Ziam. And I'm going to talk about that in a second too. We'll see. Y'all hear that? If y'all want to hear Moises' expert analysis, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to do a little pregame before the fights. Probably around noon. Noon my time, so whatever, like 6 o'clock your time, Moise. No rush, of course, but that's probably when I'll fire it up. All Rodriguez parlay. I don't know if you roll both of them, but if he loses, he deserves an RKO. Oh, damn right. Yep. Yeah, I'll third that. Plus 300, why not? Zion been fighting such great grappling specialists. Yeah. I know what you're doing there right now, Jack, and I don't like it. So why don't you just shut your handsome trap before I put my foot in it? Nah, dude. I wish I could put my foot in your trap, but I can't. And it pisses me off sometimes. But, you just got to roll with the punches and just say something smart back, whether it's true or not. It's just got to it doesn't matter where it's true. It's just got to sting. Taha survived him. Ziam trains grappling with Benoit Saint-Denis, Bulgaria. Oh, my God. Every times. I was on Ziam dog money versus Figlac. Shit was reread. She was fucking retarded. Figlac, fig milk. Yeah. So yeah, I do like Ziam here. I think Poyes is I think he's a jiu-jitsu nerd masquerading as a fighter. Any like striking title that he has is completely fugazi. I think Ziam is the striker here, and I think if it does stay on the feet, he's going to get tuned. I think that Ziam is still. I know he's not like incredibly young, but I still think he's getting better, and I think he's going to beat Claudio Poyes. If he can't beat Poyes, man, it is what it is with him. Like that's a pretty rough ceiling to bump your head on, dude, if I'm honest. But I think he's got what it takes to get it done. He's younger. He's got a 3-inch reach advantage. I think he tunes him up. Hope they just retire. Hooker is a grappler at heart. Well, Jackie boy, I tell you what. You can spin some shit like the best of them, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. You have got to be on your shit if you're going to fucking argue with Jack. Even if Jack is wrong, which is like all the time. No, I'm just kidding. Even when Jack is wrong, he'll still have a good argument and almost be like, wait, did I? No. You're fucking you, Jack. You're wrong. Like, but it's like he'll almost convince you that he's right. So you have to be fucking prepared, man. You gotta be prepared with defense and counters if you're gonna have a verbal fucking spa with Jackie boy. Ziam is more handsome. UFC keeps him. If Poyas don't get it, he will look like the Riri. That dude, he's gonna look crazy. You know he's gonna try it too. You know he's just gonna go out there and just start rolling like Ken and Ryu. He's just gonna do some Street Fighter rolls. He's gonna look like Ryan Hall, and he'll do that at the beginning of the rounds, and then Zion will take over, be like 30-27 Zion. I hope not. I don't wish that on anybody. That's true. I have a good argument even for the crazy. I know. It's fucking infuriating, dude. Can't trust it. Can't trust it, man. I gave somebody as a Christmas present. There's a God. Well, about 25 minutes out, boys, a little less. All right. What's the fight of the night? What's going to be the banger, boys? What's the snoozer? Who's going to show out? Who's getting robbed? What's your favorite bet? Jackie boy, what's question 6? What are all your bets, Jack? For free. I think that the fight of the night is going to be Yair Rodriguez and Brian Ortega. I think the co-main event is going to be fight of the night. I think performance of the night is either going to be Jesus Aguilar or Chris Duncan. And robbery, I think Bondar gets robbed. I think Rodriguez somehow sneaks one where he gets controlled for most of the fight, but he lands a couple big ones that the crowd goes crazy over. It doesn't really hurt Bondar, but lands with enough impact to just steal it. I'm gonna say Bondar gets fucking robbed, and I will say, my favorite bet. Surprise it to say, it's a tie. It's a tie between Altamirano because of the odds and Aguilar just because I just feel more confident with him as the week's gone on. It kind of waxed and waned. It was like I was feeling really confident about him super early. Then it was like, oh, my fucking little baby nut started to shrink up in my tummy. And then I was just like, oh, fuck this dude. And they dropped back down. I'm just fucking ready to rock. So, yeah, it's a tie between Aguilar and Victor Altamirano. The two Mexican underdogs that I'm betting. Those are my favorites. Now, answer my questions, fucks, please. And then we can just talk bets. I know we can just talk bets until the fucking weigh-ins. I think he does get it done and they fucking job him. I think he does actually, where it's like, I think he won that fight and then he just no. Winner by split decision. Luis Rodriguez. Bondar's just incensed. I can see it. Baby Bondar. Jack is probably fucking betting Baby Bondar. Moise Claudio. God, don't tell me that. Chirad sub +2. God damn. It was +300 the first time, and he literally subbed him within a round. Lacerda betters must have severe mental. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. There's 7 people in here. Dude, what is up with that Lacerda and Chirez thing? One of them must have known ahead of time that the other one wasn't going to make weight. I'll say this. Lacerda looked the worst out of anybody. He looked the worst physically, and he looked the most disappointed in himself to miss the weight. Chirez didn't look great. I had him looking rough, but he also was kind of just like whatever because he missed by like 5 or 6 pounds. So he was a little bit more like, oh, whatever. Like I feel like he was a little bit less hurting from it, although he didn't look great. But both of them missed. So like what? Like WT fuck with that. Word up with that, G. Like what? What the heck? Moise Claudio. You are a fucking cyberbully, both of you, dude. Try and fucking cyberbully me all the time, dude. Making fun of fucking Point Break Moise. How fucking dare you? And I'm honestly a little surprised. I was actually gonna do this, and I might do it. You know what? I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. I'm gonna have some real nice avatars. I'm gonna have some avatars. I'm gonna have some real nice avatars for a Minotaur. I'm gonna have some nice avatars for you tomorrow, Moise. Some Anthony Kiedis from Point Break avatars. Chill the fuck out, man. It's nothing. UFC told Chirez to stop cutting. God. Are you serious, or are you just joshing about? Are you just pulling my leg? You know, I don't care for that. Lacerda gasses in 3 minutes at sea level. Half of MMA Twitter think they're getting cute with the shit, but they're all retards. They all have a very funny retardation. I think Chirez predicted the Lacerda weight miss because he knows he's a fucking clown. Dude, Noah's being funny today, dude. Chirez will not be denied of this submission. It's good, dude. I know it is very easy to make fun of. It is a total fucking bro movie. I get it. I know, but it's still just so fucking good. It's such a good action movie. Fist fights, gun fights, iconic bank robberies, fucking one of the best foot chases in history, car chases, real surfing, real skydiving. Everyone goes on and on about Keanu Reeves and how fucking, oh, dude, he learned how to do this for John Wick. Well, where do you think all that shit started? Beginning of Point Break. Anyways, man, I digress. Okay. But I did want to say, I forgot to mention this yesterday. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the dog, who was just in here earlier. A big reason why fucking Point Break is so awesome, James Cameron had a lot to do with the rewriting of the script. So he was heavily involved with the script and the overall vision. So that's little fucking inside. It's not really inside baseball. It's public information, but it's true. Anyways, man, sue the X-Files guy. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's hilarious. Back off, War Child. Seriously. Kiss my ass. Stay out of this, Bodie. All right, enough of that, man. Moise, you did that. You fucking did that. How fucking dare you? Anyways, man. Fucking have your trial tomorrow. Put me on the carousel. I don't care. Put me on the carousel. Put me on it right now. I don't give a shit. Do it then, my guy. Fear causes hesitation, and hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true. But if you hesitate, that causes aggression. That's how people get hurt. Who knows? You may even like it. It's a killer rush. All right, Bodhisattva. The end. Oh, yeah. Dude. It's like, Papa should have just let War Child shove your fucking face, your pretty little 1991 Keanu Reeves face, right into that fucking lawnmower, dude. He did Pappas so dirty, and it just like it dawned on me like a fucking light bulb, dude. Like Bodie and Pappas are awesome. Utah is a sack of shit, dude. He's still like a great character, and it's a great movie, but god damn, like, dude, Pappas deserved better. Dude, like, what the fuck, man? I've eaten shit 47 times, just got my lights punched out by some psycho local. Must be 20 guys out here with a ponytail. You might retire if Chirez loses. Lord, don't bullshit, Jack. You're just gonna go even crazier the week after that and probably win like 20 units. I've seen you in action. You're fucking pulling a fast one on me. All right. Enough of that. No, y'all just it's just, devolved into Point Break quotes, so that's fine with me. But we got 15 minutes left. Y'all want to get greasy? Let me remind each and every one of you, this is just for shits and giggles and fun and entertainment. Games of chance, boys. Games. Just for fun. Call that number if you're having a problem. There's no shame in it. Get some help. So seriously though, this is my card. This is my card, my slate for this card. The first bet that I made was Jesus Aguilar. I did wipe my slate clean on like Monday or Tuesday, and I rebet everything at either better odds or I just made new bets for new fighters. So my final play on Aguilar, I got it a little bit better odds. I think it was like plus 120 before, but rebet at plus 130 for a little bit less. But yeah, I think it hits. He looked awesome this morning. I think he's we're gonna see him here in about 15 minutes. I think he's ready to fucking rock, dude. And that's another one where even if it's close, I ain't giving it to fucking Mendonce. A guy like Aguilar that like fights with that much passion, dude, they are gonna be cheering like a motherfucker for him. So yeah. Give me Aguilar. I think he has a better cardio. I think the grappling's close, but I think he's the better wrestler. I really don't like how he pulls Gilly, but I actually think he could pull Gilly off Mendonce and fucking pull his fucking neck off, or pull his head off his neck rather. But yeah, I like Aguilar there. And I think that he's, it's going to be a car crash of a fight, man. So yeah, I backed off of it a little bit, but I got it at better odds too. Speaking of better odds, another one that I rebet. I think Duncan breaks Manuel Torres late after almost getting smoked. I think Torres hurts him in the first round, goes crazy. Duncan survives, hangs on for dear life, weathers the storm, and breaks him in the second or third. Gets him up against the fence. Mat return. Then he starts to lace the legs, hang on the back. Then he starts to lace the support arm. Then he just slips further and further into the abyss. And Duncan breaks him. That's my prediction, boys. That's what I like. Again, I'm not going crazy. This is not right. This line is not right. Even, I'm not like, whatever. You want to make Altamirano the underdog. He has more losses than what's the fuck? God damn it. Santos. But he also doesn't have nearly as many fights. And I know that he fought. I mean, yeah, dude, calling Cop a better fighter than Altamirano is a no-brainer, but it doesn't mean that that's the only fighter that he's ever going to lose to. And Altamirano is a Mexican fighter who another fighter I think is going to have the better cardio here, dude. And he's another guy that's going to fight with a lot of passion. I think the crowd's going to be behind him like a motherfucker. And I think if it hits the cards, I think they're going to give it to him. He's got more experience. He's fought way better grapplers before, dude. Way better grapplers. And I'm sorry, this dude is not going to push a fucking Tim Elliott wrestling rat pace. He's just not. And Altamirano survived against that. I think Elliott's a fucking black belt, is he not? Like, yeah, you can say that technically what's the fuck has fought better fighters. I think Altamirano has too. And I think he's going to get himself a win here. Show out for the Mexican faithful. Cash your boy a little ticket. That's what I think by God. Just too wide, man. It's way too wide. Good fucking God. Gambler is a great Madonna song. Nice, I'll check it out. This card is asked for betting. Your faces, bro. Nah, I felt like that early in the week, but I feel better about it now. That's what I'm saying, dude. Aguilar been on my considerations list all week, but he's never made it off of it yet. Well, dude, best of luck, Jackie boy. That is actually a really fucking accurate description. The 19-year-old is, golly, really? I'm picking him, but I have a weird feeling that Tercios could win that. I don't know. I feel like Tercios has a better cardio to me, like pretty clearly, and it could. That seems to be kind of like a trend with these underdogs, like guys that maybe don't have the power, but are just like scrappier and have better cardio. I don't know. I feel like Tercios checks a lot of those boxes, and I wouldn't be surprised if he upsets Rosas. I know, dude, people love, and I've talked about this a lot. People love to find the youngest possible prospect-ass fighter and be like, I'm the one that told y'all about this guy first. I'm the one that was like conducting this fucking hype train to be like, I fucking told y'all so. And a lot of people are doing that with Raul Rosas Jr. And they did it and they lost their ass and they're going to fucking try and get it back here. So I think he wins, to be clear, to be sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tercios pull one off here. It wouldn't stun me. I've seen crazier shit happen, so I'm staying away from it. But yeah, I'll pick Rosas. Telling you, dude. Right. Just keep doing it until it happens. Be like, yes, I fucking told y'all. Locked in Alta plus 255 money line and plus 450 decision. Grapplers give him fist, but this ain't that. It's not. It's not. Yeah, rats like Tim Elliott, they just won't fucking stop shooting for takedowns. This dude doesn't fight like that. I mean, please. Altamirano about to look like Tim Elliott on this motherfucker, dude. He about to fucking have a fucking rat fit on. He's about to rat this motherfucker, man. Seriously, I don't know. Well, that's a wild line to me. Ricky's the worst 2-1 fighter since Mike Jackson. You might be right. Rosa's line might end up value. If he can get the takedowns consistently, he might look at least 80% implied. That is the thing, though. And that's why I'm picking him, because, like, Tercios does like to play jiu-jitsu. He likes to be like, oh, okay, you can take me down, and I'll just throw up a submission to get a sweep and try and get back. He'll either use it to try and, like, get the sub or threaten with the sub to get back to his feet. But I don't know, man. I think I don't know. We're just going to see what Rosas is like. It's too many question marks for me to lay chalk on Raul. I don't know how he's going to look in Mexico City. I don't know what it's going to look like if he starts to get tired against a fighter that just has fucking retard cardio like fucking Tercios, dude. That's the one thing he has over this guy. He might even be a better Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, but overall, I think Rosas is the better grappler. He's heavier on top. I think he will win the grappling exchanges if it's a majority grappling fight. But if it's on the feet and he starts to get tired, man, I'm not going to be having fucking a ticket, like a parlay ticket with Rosas anchoring it. It's not going to do it. Yep. There's this is like the card of gritty Mexican underdogs versus fraud potential having Chute Boxe fighters. Smelling a couple Chute frauds. You know what? Since you asked, Lobby, since you're actually fucking here and you asked, I will tell you. I am on him as far as a pick. But no, I did not bet Howney. Did you? I know you like your Brazilian fighters. He's not the underdog, though. So, but I think he's the rightful favorite. Man, I just don't like how everyone seems to be on Quinones. He is just not really fought anybody, man. He clubbed himself by Kyung Ho Kang. Dude, that can absolutely happen. Howney Barcelos can absolutely do that too. If Kyung Ho Kang can do that to you, Barcelos can too. Period. So I don't, other than the age, the number of Barcelos' age, y'all wouldn't be fucking picking Quinones. If this was a couple years ago and you saw that Howney Barcelos is like 32, ain't no way in fuck you'd be picking no Christian Quinones. It's because it's in Mexico. He's the younger fighter. Howney hasn't been looking that good. But, dude, Quinones is not Kyler Phillips or Umar. Now, Howney is old. He's 36. For that division, that's old. And he could be washed, which is why I'm not betting him. I was tempted to parlay Barcelos. That's a tasty little Howney Barcelos. If you think he wins, that's not a bad line at all. But Howney could get robbed too, man. That has a lot of robbery potential. But yeah, man. Now, real quick, this thing's about to start, but let me unveil my last parlay. Now, real quick. We'll rattle these off real quick. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. That is the Zhang Li parlay this week. I am tailing the Zhang Li. I'm reserving all judgment until further notice. I'm tailing the Zhang Li faithfully and will continue to do so. So I like that. And this is my last dog play, my last straight dog play. I just had to, man. Like, that's, nah, dude. No. Sam Hughes ain't that bad, and Haragi ain't that fucking good. It's just not. Sam Hughes, the underdog, fine. Plus 200, fine. Plus 400, no. I don't think so. Haragi's green. She's good, but she's green. And I think Sam Hughes has a better cardio. And I can see Haragi coming out there all fucking fired up, try and kill Sam Hughes in the first round. Hughes survives. She could die. But I think she survives. And I see it being like potentially like the Duncan fight. If Haragi starts to get tired and Sam Hughes is the one initiating the grappling, I can see Haragi trying to play jiu-jitsu and Sam Hughes being the one that's better on top, winning the grappling exchanges, and breaking this chick. And at plus 400, yeah. Don't have to risk much to get, not even $5 to get a whole unit back. So, yeah, that's my last straight up dog play. I'm tailing the Zhang Li, and this rounds out my slate. There was no Locker Room Talk podcast this week, but shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys at Pub. Go download the latest episode, which was not this past week, but the one before. And these are legs that I would have suggested, but in lieu of not having a podcast this week, this is my parlay. And that's my slate. And it is time for the UFC Mexico ceremonial weigh-ins, gentlemen. Straight like that. Let the bass hit right on time. I'm going to spark another damn pre-roll, too. This one's mine, Big George. You had the last Philistine. This one's yours. I don't give a good goddamn what you told me. You keep your hands off his hair. All right. Here we go. Shout out to the 7 in the building. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday evening. Help yourself. There's refreshments in the refrigerator. I'm passing this cereal milk duber around if anyone would like to partake. It was just delightful. It was just a delightful movie. I went from, dude, what the fuck is this, to just being like in tears. It's really good. All righty, UFC Mexico ceremonial weigh-in. Upcoming. Of course, not starting on time. Unbelievable. Age matters big at bantamweight. I wouldn't be surprised either. I really wouldn't, man. Canoa's been knocked out before, and he got clubbed and subbed by Kyung Ho Kang. If Kang doing that to you, Barcelos can do it too, man. Howney be swinging. He be chucking them bricks, bruh. So I think he could definitely do that to Christian. So picking Howney, but I want nothing to do with it. I don't like it. I don't like that one. I don't like the co-main. I don't like the main event. I'm picking Ortega. I'm picking Yair versus Ortega, and I'm picking Moreno versus Royval, but I don't really like either one of them for betting, and I'm just hoping and praying for the John Lee. But I do like both the favorites in the co-main and main event. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Still waiting on UFC. God. Y'all been saying that for 4 years. Every time it's raw, he did. He looked so good against this fighter and then lost. And he looked so good against this fighter and then he lost. And he did this, that, and the third, and then he lost. His best win, he almost got finished in. His best win is Kai Kara France. And that was the spazziest, flukiest shit I've ever fucking seen. He gets dropped and then just like hops back up with a spinning elbow because he's a spaz. But short of that, like, he doesn't have super great wins. And all of his like best performances are just fucking L's, dude. And it's been like that for years now. People just don't fucking get the net with Royval. Moreno is the better fighter. He always has been. He always will be to me. I'm not saying there's no chance Royval can win. It'll just be that 1 time out of 10. And just the odds aren't juicy enough for me. I don't know, man. It's one of those where it's like, yes, in principle, oh, well, look how good he looked against this guy. He shouldn't be that much of a favorite. Like, yeah, but he could even look good in this fight and still lose. You think he's winning a close decision against Moreno in Mexico? Like, come on, man. I don't know. I think Ortega, in my opinion, Ortega is much more live than fucking Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval's a flash in the pan. And it should be, for the record, it should be Yair and Ortega headlining this, not Moreno and Royval. Unpopular opinion, I fucking hate you, and I'll punch you in your stupid fucking beautiful face. No, I'm just kidding. I'll never do that. But when you say those words, it makes me want to do that. Woo, you're telling me, dude. It looks pimp. So I thank you, sir. Once again. Well, thanks for the sweet fucking overlay. Shout out to you. I said, we ain't got no podcast this week, but I did make a parlay. I did make a 3-piece parlay. It's not too greasy. It's pretty reasonable. Aguilar is like, he's plus 105 now, so it's pretty much at a pick'em line. So I don't feel too crazy about putting that in a parlay. Good amount of money came in on him. He was up to plus 130 and all the way back down to almost pick'em. So yeah, I like that. And Zellhuber and Ziam are probably the two favorites that I like the most. But here we go, boys. UFC stare downs. Naimov versus Silva. How can you like the Naimov line, dude? It's like minus 575 or something. Like that's crazy. I think that's out of control, but I think he's the better fighter, and I think he wins. He's a little bit taller than Silva. He's the better grappler, in my opinion. He's a better overall fighter. That line is just, nah, no thank you. You can weigh my parlay down with that. Let's fucking go, baby. Dog number 1. Yeah, I think Dos Santos is going to come out, look good early, and then fade. Yeah, pretty boy. Yeah, I think the experience, the cardio, and the doggedness of Altamirano, the toughness is going to get it done. And that line is just fucking off. Interested to see how they size up. Altamirano runs up on stage. Come on, Victor. Let's fucking go, dude. Come on, pimpin'. Yeah. Let's fucking go. Us. They size up well. About the same size, dude. I thought Felipe might be a little bit bigger, but they're pretty much the same size, dude. And I like that. This is my prediction for robbery. I think they're gonna I think Bondar is gonna get the grappling, but they're gonna give Rodriguez a dodgy split. He didn't even go up on the scale. Bro, what'd you bring the flag for? That's where you fucking flex it. Wow. Ronaldo Luis Rodriguez. Shit says Luis on Google. I don't fucking know, dude. Did I see a limp there? Am I fucking imagining shit? Is he walking weird? Maybe not. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. Again, another one where it's kind of like a mirror match. They're about the same size. Should be a good one, though. Bondar might be a little bit taller, but he's still baby Bondar, so we'll see. All right, Ziam and Poyez. I got Ziam. I think he's the better striker by a considerable margin, and I think he will avoid literally the one trick that fucking Poyez has. Hopefully. He's kicking off my parlay, and if a Frenchman busts a UFC Mexico parlay that is anchored by 2 Mexican fighters, I am just gonna snap. No, man, I'll be kicking myself. Poyez, he ain't a fighter though, man. He's a pretty boy. Ziam, a little bit taller, 3-inch reach advantage. He's just a better fighter to me. So yeah, give me Ziam. Not a crazy line either. It's like minus 198. Like, it's not too bad. Here we go. The rematch that should not have been. Chairez got so fucking screwed in that last one, man. He won that fight. He was choking this dude out. It just like the ref did the right thing. He's starting to go limp. Nah, so just the moral of the story, let him go limp and then let go of him and let his fucking head slam back against the cage. And do it with a little authority too. Or move away from the cage and then just drop him so his head just bounces right off the fucking octagon. That's the moral of the story. Well, you don't really know. You don't really know until like you don't stop until the guy goes out. Okay. Do that next time and see what happens and bounce his fucking head off the octagon next time just to be sure. Because that's what was happening. He was going out. So yeah. Well, that's an intense stare down. They're both rocking the a bandana of their country's flag. That was kind of sick, actually. That's been the coolest stare down so far. But yeah, I think Chairez just does it again. Maybe not the same submission or anything, but I think he wins by out grappling. Let's fucking go, baby. You going down, pretty boy? Another pretty boy Brazilian. It's a theme on this card. Chute Boxe dudes matched up against Mexicans. So it's Jesus Aguilar. You know he's going to be shorter. I already know that. Let's fucking go. Come on, dog. Fuerte. Chingón. Bueno. Bush. Come on, dude. Come on, Aguilar. Let's fucking go. Yeah, this is man, everybody seems to be on Quinones. I don't know. I haven't seen many people on Barcelos, but I just think Howney's a better fighter. I don't have the sack to parlay him, but the line really isn't bad. It's literally just his age that's keeping me from. Isn't that like ridiculous? Here I am saying that it shouldn't matter, and like that's the only thing that really. But even still, that's enough for me to just stay off of it. Because I think he could get robbed, man. I think if he doesn't knock Quinones out, I could see them screwing Barcelos. But we'll see. That's another thing, man. As we get further and further out from no USADA, the age may not play quite as much of a factor as it was maybe a few years ago. We'll see. No real way to know that. Can only speculate. But here we go. Quinones. Expect him to be a little bit taller. But man, I think this is going to be a levels fight. I think it's going to be a levels fight. We'll see, though. Give me Barcelos. El problema es aquí. Chris Duncan. Let's fucking go. Freedom! With a William Wallace face paint. I love it, dude. Let's fucking go. Please don't get smoked in the first round, Chris. Please. Or the second or the third. Just survive. I think if he just survives the first round, man, I think he's going to break this dude. I think Torres is all gas, no brakes. And he's going to have to kill Duncan. He can. He definitely could. Duncan could get knocked out, but if he doesn't, he's going to break Torres. All right. It's a respectful stare down. They size up pretty well. Like, Manuel's like a little bit taller, but he's not like towering over him like he was against Moda. Chris Duncan is a real lightweight. So they size up well. Let's fucking go. Shout out to the 7 people in the building. How about another dog, baby? 2 dogs in a row. Come on, Sam. She ain't a fucking plus 400. Let's fucking go. Come on, Sam Page. Show her what's up, dude. Fucking dogger. Another one where it's like, please don't die, please. But I think if she does, dude, I think if she weathers the storm, I think she's going to break her. She's got the better cardio, and Hargi seems like an emotional fighter. She doesn't have a great chin. I'm not saying Sam's going to knock her out on the feet, but she doesn't have a great chin. She's been broken. She's been knocked out before. Like, I think she's good, but maybe a little bit fraudulent. If she slows down, if Sam sees blood in the water, she's going to fucking look to try and break her. And I really like her chances to do that at plus 400. So that was one where it's like, initially I wasn't going to touch it, but man, she's not that much worse than her. Not to me. In fact, I think she will end up being better. So let's go. Again, give me Rosas Jr. as a pick, but I just don't fucking like it. I think people are really counting Tercios out in this fight. And I don't know, man. I don't know if something's just telling me that that's not a smart thing this week. He has better cardio for sure. I do know that. He has better cardio. He has more experience. You can maybe even say he's a better striker. I think Rosas Jr. is a better grappler. Maybe has a little bit more power, but he hasn't fucking fought anybody. Lost to C-Rod. Like, C-Rod's good, but is he that fucking good? Like, good in terms of, like, better than people like me thought, but I don't know, man. There are a lot of people saying, oh, because C-Rod beat Rosas, he's like this, that, and the third. I think it's more like maybe Rosas, people might just need to pump the brakes on him a little bit. But we're going to find out. They size up well, about the same height. But yeah, give me Rosas. I think he'll get it done. I could even see that robbing Tercios. You know what, man? This one's funny because I thought Prado might be live, and then I taped it, and I'm just completely flipped. I'm on Zellhuber. I think this kid is good but green. Prado. He's getting tuned up by Malarkey. He's going to get tuned up by Zellhuber. I think that Zellhuber might even have some grappling upside here. I don't know. It's going to be close with the grappling. I think Prado's a little bit better of a grappler than people give him credit for. And he hits hard, and Zellhuber's tough, though. I think Zellhuber's tough, and I think that he has more experience. I think he's going to work behind his jab, and I think he's going to fucking jab Prado's face off and win a decision. Prado's tough. I don't think he'll get knocked out or anything, but I see it being a pretty clear Zellhuber decision. Daniel is not old either. He's 24, dude. 24 with more experience. Mexican fighter. He's got good cardio too. He's comfortable going to a decision. I think he knows how to, he's getting better with using his range. So yeah. I see Prado maybe having some moments here and there, but yeah, I like Zellhuber. To anchor my parlay, let's fucking go. Show me the real deal, kid. Nice, let's fucking go. Best of luck, Bubba. Yeah. Ricky has staff. Great. So, yeah, this is another one where it's kind of like Rosas. I like Rodriguez, but I am not I'm tailing the Zhang Li, but I couldn't. I thought about putting him in my own parlay, but it's nah. That having him in one is enough exposure on Rodriguez. I think he is gonna win a decision, though. I think they're close to the same skill level. I don't think there's a huge gap in skill. I just think stylistically, I think I like Yair in the big octagon. I think he's going to electric slide better. I do think he has a better footwork pretty clearly. And again, I can see Ortega having some moments, but Yair just not standing in front of him, just sticking, moving him, kicking him. I could see him maybe even stunning him with a front kick to the face. Ortega's pretty plotting. So, yeah. But kind of like Yair, Ortega is a fighter that's managed to kind of reinvent himself a little bit. They both have. So it won't stun me if Ortega is able to level up and get the better of Yair, which is why I don't like the idea of parlaying him. But I think more often than not, 6 times, maybe 7 times out of 10, I think Yair just kind of styles on him. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. So yeah, give me El Pantera. But I think this could be a good one, man. I can see this being, it's a 5-rounder, so I can see this being fight of the night. But 5 rounds, big octagon. Give me Rodriguez. Yep. So yeah, man, here we go. Main event time. Moreno and Royval. So yeah, again, I like Moreno. He's the pick. He's anchoring the Zhang Li, so let's fucking go. Let's go, Brandon. God. But no, seriously, just joking. I think Moreno's the better fighter. I was saying it earlier, Royval can win. He can catch Moreno with something, but if he doesn't hurt him, I just don't see a universe where Royval wins a decision. So it's kind of hard unless you're really confident he's gonna finish Moreno. It can happen, man. Dude, crazier things have happened. Moreno's been dropped before several times. It's not the craziest thing that Royval could do it. He is a rangy striker that's very unorthodox and unpredictable, and he's fast. And he has pretty good cardio. Trains at elevation himself. So he's maybe a better fighter than I've given him credit for in the past, but also I still think he gets a little overrated. But unfortunately, flyweight is still a very shallow division. So it doesn't take but one or two fights for a contender to be right back in the title picture again. So here we go again, man. I know it wasn't for, I don't think it was was it for the belt last time? I can't remember. But yeah, give me Moreno here. I think he BMFs him. But I'm interested to see how different this fight is from the first one, like how it plays out. Because every fight is different. That is a true statement. Never do two fights play out the exact same way, even if it's the same opponent. So even if Moreno wins, it's either going to be by more dominant decision, less dominant decision, another TKO. Like, I don't think it's going to be another injury TKO, but it could be another TKO. It could be a like submission, but that's even if Moreno wins. It's not going to be the exact same, but just think he's a better fighter. Although I will say Royval has improved, so it won't completely shock me, but it's not like Moreno's like getting worse. Just Pantoja's just, dude, he had Figgy's number in the end. Pantoja's always had his number. So I don't think that, and regardless of Jack trying to wind me up, dude, no, he did not fucking win that fight. He got dropped. He got out grappled. Pantoja whooped his fucking ass. It wasn't one-way traffic, but Pantoja whooped him. Showed that he was a better fighter after 25 minutes, so yeah. That's what I think. And you know what, boys? That's going to just about do it. I'm going to make this a 1 hour and 30-minute stream exactly. So you got any final words? Any final grease you want to spill? Any bets or any fights you want to talk about? Let her rip. Now's the time. Once again, this is my slate. This is my final slate. Give me Aguilar, Duncan, Morano, Hughes. Dog pound, baby. Right. Let's fucking go. Tailing the Zhang Li. This is the parlay that I made. That is what I am marching into battle with tomorrow, so to speak. So, yeah, man, once again, I want to thank everyone that came through, man. We had 8 people in here, I think. The numbers have been picking up recently, so I appreciate everyone that's been coming through, showing your boy some support. I do appreciate it, truly. And, yeah, numbers have been picking up slightly. Try and continue that. But unfortunately, I am moving. So here shortly, I'm going to have to take a little break. I'm going to kind of be in flux, like in transition between locations, domiciles. So my studio will be in a box. But yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on that. It won't be the next, like, I'll be streaming Monday, and I will still be available for Aaron's show and the podcast as well, but I just won't have my studio to stream from. But yeah, man. Appreciate it. You wish. You fucking wish, jerky butt. Better late than never. What's up, Zach? What are you doing besides sticking dried beef up your bum bum? Who do you like this week? Call your shot, George Herman. You know, unless you're too scared. Unless you're too scared and or physically weak to. But yeah, like a few underdogs, a couple parlays. Still just treading water. But yeah. I asked, didn't I? Fucking asked, didn't I? Psych, you don't care. Shut up. Goodbye. Goodbye, Zach. You's a big guy, but you got such tiny boots on. That means you got a small pecker. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. Yeah, I don't even know why I asked. Just every Shute Boxe fighter. Hammer and Mendonce. Hammer and Dos Santos. Barcelos by knockout. No, I'm just kidding. He's not Shute Boxe. But who's the other ones? I know there's another Shute Boxe. Is Silva? Yeah, Silva Shute Boxe, isn't he? I know you know, Zach. Stop it. I'm not even putting that up there. Wildin'. All right. I think that's my fucking cue. It's getting rowdy. Time to wrap this fucking party up. I do want to thank everyone that came through, man. This is a good time. I will be back tomorrow as well. If I can speak. Yeah, I think I'm going to go live around noon Eastern. And I will open up the panel if anyone from the Dome or the the Boys at Pub or anybody want to come through, let me know. But I think that's going to do it for me. I think I'm just about fucking sick of talking to y'all. Sure was fun, though. Once again, you've been listening to Just My 2 Cents. Other than this YouTube channel, these are the only other places you can find me on social media. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Best of luck, boys. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. He was in here earlier. Make sure y'all check out his channel, Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia. UFC breakdown shows are on his channel every Wednesday night at 10. And shout out to my dude for going through that Cosmic Countdown with your boy. That was a really good time. Make sure y'all check out the grand finale of the Cosmic Countdown. Aaron the Dog and yours truly counting down our top 100 favorite movies. It was a labor of love, and it was a grand finale indeed. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to everyone that came through for that. And yeah, subscribe to my dude's channel. Check him out. And let's go Zhang Li, baby. We will decide Zhang Li's fate, or the general will decide Zhang Li's fate at a later date. That trial date has been not even really scheduled yet. Where the fuck? Missing fucking banners here. I don't know what the fuck I did with it. That's frustrating. Anyways, man, shout out to the boys at Pub. Like I said, did not have a locker room talk podcast this week, but we'll be back with that next week, next Thursday, I imagine. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure y'all sign up to Pub Sports Radio's weekly UFC contest if you want a chance at. I mean, it's pretty much free money, dude. All you have to do is have the best picks. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up. You can sign up at the website right there, pubsportsradio.com. It's super easy to sign up for, and it's free. And if you win, you get $100. So I'm gonna be going for my fourth. Yeah, I've won it 3 times. No big deal. Shout out to Bakersfield 96 or goddamn Bakersfield 6969. Had a crazy performance last week. He's the reigning champ, but your boy will be looking to dethrone him and anybody else that comes a calling for that title. Now, that's it for me, boys. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Thank y'all again. Hope y'all have a great Friday night. See you tomorrow. I'll be doing another pregame if y'all want to come through, talk some shit. I'll open up the panel, all that good stuff. Big shout out to y'all. Shout out and salute to the greatest fucking group chat in the world. The motherfucking Dome. Shout out to the General, Big Moyes, Noah, Urin, Jackie Boy, even you, Zach. Even you, Shute, Zach. Hey. Shout out to you guys, man. Have a good one. Put this fucking music on. And y'all get the fuck up out of my face. Yep, don't have too much more to add, but just to say thank you. I will be back on Monday to recap and preview the next UFC card. So once again, thank you, gentlemen. Have a great weekend. Just my 2 cents. Catch you on the next one. Peace.